every day you wake up, let me give you a little tip. First, brush your teeth. People are judging you. They look at you and they think, God damn. Get up 3 hours earlier than you do right now, and you'll end up with 45 more days in your year. How do you go from 0 to hero? The first one is you need to decide, commit, and go all in. Factor number 2 is you need to train your rear end off. Factor number 3, what everybody else would do, the answer is doing the work. Just figure out what is a measure of good and not so good and bad. And then by next week, everybody go look at that without saying you forgot or anything, and make sure that your area has a score.
You make a proposal to me, and here's what it would cost you to film, record, edit, or film, record, edit there, and here's the platform. Do you make I assume you did that with Andy?
Yeah, what we do is we have the platform, which is what we do, and then we have services for people that want to use them.
Okay.
So you don't have to film anything here.
Yep. Andy
But
told me
you
what
can.
his deal was with you. Is
Yeah,
it the same deal?
But you can.
Okay. Well, you're close to me. It wouldn't be that difficult for me to do it here.
Yeah, and I told Andy, I'll show your people how to do it, which is why I flew out there.
Okay.
So you can do it.
Tell me what you're going to do for me, or what we would do together, or unless you need to think about it.
I don't know what the content you want is. I know what our rates are.
Yep.
And I know
What I
that-
want is I want my own platform.
Yeah.
I want my own platform. So I'm going to do stuff in studios.
Yeah.
So I'm either going to do it in your studio or a remote studio. So I'd like you to tell me what those two things cost.
If you do it in the remote, it's free. Because
Okay.
I don't charge you.
Okay, well, you know what I mean. Like, when you get me something that says, Ed, here's the special deal for you because you're such a great dude.
Yeah.
Here's your deal.
I'm going to show you what's minimum or
Okay.
what's normal.
Okay.
Normally, you pay me 25 G's.
Okay.
Like one time, it sets up, designs the platform.
Okay.
Then I just operate on a rev share. I tell everybody there's $1,000 a month minimum, not because I want it, because if you're afraid of that, don't do this.
Okay.
Services for production, we do 10,000 per finished hour, meaning if you spend 5 days in there with the whole crew and you get 30 minutes, you'd owe me $5,000. We don't charge like,
Time in there.
Right.
You train for the content.
Yeah, so it's 10,000 per finished hour. I have courseware designers that charge 5,000 a finished hour. So if you did both of those, it'd be 15,000 a finished hour to help you create an interactive badass system based on your knowledge.
Okay. Okay, so that's the
As a
normal deal.
leader-
What's the Ed Milet deal?
Well, that's the question.
Okay.
You tell me what it is. You write your own deal. I'll just say okay.
No, I'm not doing that.
No, do it.
No, I need to think about it then. I don't know. I need to think about that.
Well, let me ask you a question. If it was free, would you do it?
Yes.
Okay, so somewhere between free and that, we got a deal.
Are you closing me right now?
I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to use. If you're willing to go out and do the work, you'll make a shitload of money, and that's where I make my money. And in that case, I might discount those to half.
Yeah.
Discount those.
Why don't you discount them both to half and I'll do it? Discount this to half and that to half and I'll
Can
do
I
it.
get your word that you'll go out and sell it?
I'm going to try to sell the shit out of it.
I know.
Is there a point where you eliminate, where you reduce this?
If you get to a certain amount, I
Yeah.
will.
What is it?
Like $1 million a month.
$1 million a month. Otherwise, that's your normal split.
Well, I got a 100% program.
Okay.
You just agree to charge 120%.
Okay. Okay.
So I need to better understand what you offer, what your services are, because I think not only would we be a potential client, but I have 400 other potential clients
Right.
for you.
Right.
Assuming you can do what I imagine you can do,
Right.
that will cause them to, generate more revenue.
Of course.
In which case, I kind of partner in that.
Exactly.
So it would behoove us all. If I said, here, market me.
Right.
What is it you do?
What we do best is we understand how to produce high-end quality content, and then also how to deploy and execute that on digital and social that gets an actual tangible result. Whether that's leads, whether that's sales, whether that's something else that's tangible that we know, signups that we know we're moving the needle in the right direction and is trackable. If I didn't know Bradley, I didn't know Lightspeed, I would go, what does he do? Because I feel like you got the podcast, which is awesome, it's great content.
Yeah, but you're confusing Bradley with Lightspeed, because a lot of people
same,
say,
though.
what do you do? I know, but my podcast, it has nothing to do with Lightspeed. Zero. It's just something I do.
Right, but why are you doing it then? Is my
Because
question.
it's fun.
Yeah, but can it be fun and build your company, make you money?
Because I like to have shit out there that people can actually get nuggets from.
Right.
Like there are young entrepreneurs out there that will learn the hard way unless they listen.
What's the thing that gets you out of the morning, out of bed in the morning, aside from making the money? If everything went away, like, why would you do what you do?
Why, when you get out of bed and go to the bathroom, don't you stop in your kitchen and take a shit there? What gets me up in the morning is I'm not where I set out to go. I wanted to go here,
Yep.
and I'm here.
Yeah.
So what gets me up? I'm going here.
Yeah,
Just
you're
like what keeps you going to the toilet.
So the first 10 steps of anything that you do always need to be aggressive. They need to be aggressive, first 10. So you would start here and you will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then when you're going up the hill, now of course it's different because you're going up the hill opposed to running straight. So when your first 10 steps with sprinting, it just pushes your momentum. It keeps you going. So
But is there any techniques to like get that faster? Any exercises?
you'd have to do drills first. Many of the drills will be the A-skip. And the A-skip, I don't know if you know what A-skip is. So A-skip is when you do this. So what A-skip is helping, A-skip is helping you pick your knees up, put your foot down. Chin to pocket, that's helping you run straight, run accurate. Eye straight down, chin down, that's helping you not run like we're 5 years old, you know?
I don't do any of that.
B-skip is kicking out. And what this helps you with too is swinging your arms, dropping your chin, eyes straight, but also bringing your knees up. Sometimes when people run, they come here to run. So when you're coming here to run, especially if you're going up a hill, you're gonna pull something. So when you put all of those drills together into sprinting, it makes you go faster.
How did you hear about Lightspeed?
Tony Gaskins.
Tony obviously saw something or he wouldn't have told you about it. He's probably like, you need one of these.
My following is not as big as Tony's, and what we were even talking about was me maybe even collabing with Tony, and Tony putting me on his, talking about speed and...
But that means you would just be creating content for Tony's system?
Well, no, I didn't want to do it with Tony. I would definitely want my own system.
So how do we get down that road?
I just started doing my book with Aaliyah King. I'm in the process of finishing up my proposal. So I wanted everything to come together at the same time around March, April. So when I am speaking about the book, then I can direct people to here. And so it's just flowing and nothing's getting missed. I definitely wish I had my book ready going on Steve Harvey on the 25th, but...
Steve Harvey, I've pitched this to, and he's probably gonna do it. Damon John showed Steve Harvey a second time, and Steve Harvey said again, I need to do that.
Right.
So you just tell Steve you're doing a VT because it'll be the third time he's heard it. And I wanna get Steve on the VT. The good news is though, is you don't have to do the work on this except the first time. So you spend a couple of weeks or a month getting this ready, the rest of it's just selling it. So when you go on Steve Harvey, they say, what have you been up to? You can say, well, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm working on my interactive virtual training. They're gonna say, what's that?
Me saying that on Steve Harvey would be like just an amazing brochure.
Isn't that why you're going on Steve Harvey?
Yes, I'm going on for that, and Steve Harvey's supposed to find me a husband. It's a part of it.
Is it gonna be Steve Harvey?
No, it's not gonna be Steve Harvey. His daughter just started this one thing about peace, freedom, mind, body. So I wanna say she just launched it the other day.
We get Tony, then Tony sends you her, then she sends you Harvey, then Harvey sends you the daughter sends us someone else.
Oh yeah, I raced him. When you were talking about racing someone, I was gonna mention it, but we just skipped and we started talking about something else. So for Christmas, Master P, myself, Baron Davis, Marcellus Wiley, a couple of other people, Miss Diddy of LA, and the mayor of Compton, Aja Brown, did a toy drive. And Romeo, Master P's son, was there, and Master P met me at the turkey drive we did. So when I saw him at the toy drive, he wanted to race me. And I said, are you for real? I had on a pair of Chuck Taylors, and I said, I'm gonna beat you in these Chucks. I just want you to know that. And so he false started, he left early, And I ended up having to catch him, but I won.
Well, see, again, old Master P, he could teach people a lot of things that he learned along the way. So, by the way, if you send us referrals, again, there's opportunity there. We put you on our Christmas list instantly.
Instantly.
So, how do we earn your business? How do we get you to say yes?
It seems like it's just a lot of upfront.
Normal pricing's $25,000 setup, design, one time, just sets up a system. Then we just operate on a rev share. We ask for $1,000 minimum because if you don't think you can make $1,000 a month, you probably shouldn't do it. The good news about us is with the rev share, which is really where we make our money. If you don't make money, we don't make money. So we're here to help you make that money. Let me ask you a question. If it were free, would you do it right now?
Of course.
So somewhere between free and whatever it costs, there's a deal there.
So will we go over how we're gonna set this up before I sign, or no, you have to sign first and then go over it?
To get a group of people in here to start work, usually you have to sign. And part of consulting and discovery and figuring that out is what we do, or we'll try and help you. I mean, it's up to you. But between now and then, I mean, you know, me and Zach is pretty much who you'd chit chat with. I mean, I just did it. Should I bill you $5,000? What's more important, who or what?
He'll say who.
Well, what will you say?
Well, it depends on whether I can get who to do what.
I agree with what you know, but I
if
didn't
you
get your
say, hey,
answer.
Brand, I only
What
give you
you
one.
know.
Who you know or what you know. You can only pick one. I would take who you know.
Who, and you can get in front of who, but you don't know what.
No, but let me just tell
Okay,
you
well,
this.
here's
No,
where
but
you're,
let me
here's
just
where
give
you
you
guys
this.
are in
if
error.
I want to buy premium real estate, I need to know who owns it.
Yeah, but if you didn't know
if I-
what you know, you wouldn't even know that
Thank
you
you,
need to know
thank
who
you.
you
If I
need.
if I knew all you guys and I didn't have a what, it wouldn't matter that I knew you.
Who's got my money? Who?
Yeah,
it
but-
ain't what's got my money. What's got my
No,
money?
see, that's
A drawer-
not right, Grant, because you know what? It doesn't matter who has it, who has what is what you really want.
No.
Yeah, you want the money, which is the what.
So ask your
So
audience.
who's irrelevant as long as you get the what.
Look, it always goes back to who. Everything you want, someone has it. It's not a subject. It's not a location. It's a who. There's a person. If I want a job, there's somebody I got to talk to. If there's a sale I want to make, there's somebody I got to talk to. If it's a girl I want, it's who. It's not what.
Not right now, but we brought her in, which apparently.
Elena will take a shoulder massage.
Will ya?
Let her work on your
Hey,
right shoulder, Elena.
Grant, she was inspired by you to quit her job and start up a mobile massage.
That's brilliant. That is brilliant.
You are awesome.
Oh, thank you very much.
My husband watches you all the time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Listens to you all the time.
Give her right shoulder. She's always bugging me out to do her shoulder.
Go, Elena, go.
She
with
loves
her.
it deep. Give
She's
her
got
a
a
good
table
one.
right
Well, where are
there.
y'all
I have
going?
my table.
Yeah, do a table.
It's kind of awkward because everyone's looking at you.
Wait,
But
I can't be in front of everybody.
I'm joking. It's in the game room.
Do I have a list? What about all these leads I given?
Leads, I got a huge list. And by the way, this.
I don't want to argue about that list anymore.
You already got your list, bro. So I want to create a Lightspeed Army, right? And then play off the Lightspeed Army. So when you sign up for it, I'm going to give you a shirt that says Lightspeed Army, and there's going to be a rocker arm. You're a private. If you share this link out, which is an interactive demo, you listening?
We just had this idea. You can't do it.
Shut up.
I swear to God. Badges of honor.
Listen, you share this link out, which is an unbelievable interactive demo for my system. The first time you send out 50 links, I'm going to make you a private first class. If the first person that buys, I'm going to make you a corporal in the Lightspeed Army because we're waging war against average. And I want to join everybody, and whether you're a receptionist or a Burger King flipper or they work for you, Cardone fans can be Lightspeed Army associates. The interactive demo will track, measure, and monitor it all, and for life, if that person that clicked that link first hits my system, it cookies you, you're getting paid forever on the deal. Now, a private first class gets 3%. Corporal gets 4%. Sergeant gets 5%. So the more
What's a general get?
That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so I have 740,000 home-based distributors that I can pop up and offer something to.
That's those numbers are very
And growing.
impressive.
How about a business builder program for $14 a month?
Okay.
Yeah.
What do I owe you? I'd normally
What
offer you a
what
buck,
have I paid you so
maybe
far?
$5.
How
Don't
much
worry about
money
what
have I
you paid
paid
me,
you
Grant.
so
It's
far?
totally separate.
No, it isn't.
Fuck, it ain't.
It isn't, because you said when we did our last deal, I'm gonna bring you deal.
That's
I'm gonna
what
bring
this
you-
is.
I'm gonna bring you some business, and I took that into consideration when we did our deal. For 12
Grant,
years, for 11
hey,
years, I paid you
If this
big
wasn't
money,
hey,
big chunky
if this
money.
wasn't marble, I'd turn it.
Hey, okay, so look. What bottom line is, what do you want to do, dude? It's a 30. We know your price point's $39. How much of that do you want to pay me? Clearly, there's a marketing issue here. Okay, I walk in. I don't know what pay you last year.
Irrelevant.
Nothing.
The answer isn't nothing.
I pay you
crazy.
more. I pay you more in 1 month than he paid you last year. Fair to say?
About, maybe.
Yeah, good. But you're fucking promoting him, dude. It's fucked up. It's like, let's give fucking people back rubs that don't fucking work. You do it to me. You do it to your people here. Anybody can get a fucking back rub here. Anybody can get a back rub, whether they did fucking good work or bad work. They still can get their fucking back rub. It's fucking stupid, okay? Doesn't fucking pay you shit, okay? Pays you little fucking bitch turds, and you're fucking promoting him, okay? And who's these other fucking guys? I'm not even in the deal, dude. It's degrading,
Alex,
to the partnership.
get Carly in here.
It's like, I know when you tell people, hey, is on it, Grant's on it, and by the way, let me tell you how much fucking money Grant makes on it. That's what you're telling people. You're telling people, you don't tell people he makes a bunch of money with it. You tell them, hey, Grant makes a shitload of money with it. So I'm helping you like that. So I just tell me what you want. We'll tell you what package we can get. You want to give me $10, $15, $20, $22?
Carly.
How much of the 39 you want to
You
give
see
me?
this lobby video? Let's get it redone where it's better and it features Grant Cardone.
More than features, probably highlights.
I mean, dude.
No features like Grant, other people, but Grant being the main,
but dude,
the
you
main
should-
dude.
I mean,
Problem solved.
okay. So I would do the little 30. Our recommended package for you right now. Our partners, our preferred partners, and everybody else on your list. And by the way, all these other people on your list, you're doing them a favor. You got their name in their iTunes account. In this account, you're introducing them. Blah 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 blah. Your pricing's $4.95. We're going to keep your pricing there. These people can go grab it. I'm exposing to a big public, big population. This is our preferred deal. By the way, you don't need to add anybody else. Me and Boo Boo Bear. You don't need any more, dude. It's a $700 package for $39. Just let them buy me. That would be my preference, okay? And let them go for that. I want to be that first thing they see, $39. Now, where we want to go.
So is that a deal?
On that business package?
Dude, you can't ask for better than that. That's an unbelievable deal for
Okay,
you.
sure, it's a deal.
Today in the studio, I've got Steve Stevens, the best sports picking badass you've ever heard.
Let's get it right. Sports consultant, Bradley.
Sports consultant.
Goddamn right.
VIP Sports here in Las Vegas, Nevada. By the way, if you ever wonder who the to pick,
VIPSportsLasVegas.com.
that's how you find out the winners. And dude, this guy got his own TV show. If you've seen it, Money Talks. Steve Stevens. Telling you, man, badass on the sports betting. If you do bet sports, call VIPSports.com. But anyway, tell me you've never heard dropping bombs. I'm sure you haven't because you're so damn busy.
Well, that's what you had me confused first, because when I came in, you said you wanted me to go drop a bomb. I was about to go drop a deuce in your bathroom, so I didn't know exactly what you meant. But yeah, we'll drop some bombs. What do you got, brother? You can't.
Hey,
and that
listen.
bass in your voice, boy. If you didn't make it in Lightspeed, boy, we definitely have you singing R&B or definitely out
You
there.
know that's right.
You'll never find.
Hey, you've trained an entire room full of badass phone people.
Yes, sir.
Sales guys on the phone.
Yep.
That's why you're here, as a matter of fact. We're going to discuss how do we make a phone course for salespeople to teach them how the hell they close deals like your freaking room full of assassins? And who trained them guys? You?
Well, you got to, yeah. I'm the one that put all the hard work in, trained them, showed the guys how to close, how to open. I mean, you can't ask anybody to do something unless you show them yourself. Like, I'm not one of those owners that fly around in Learjet, make phone calls telling them this is what you need to do, have a 30-minute meeting, and then leave. If I ask my people to do something, I can actually show them how to do it. It's how you earn respect and get people to go to the next level.
You still do it, don't you?
All day long. I'm on the phone right there next to them, showing them how to get the job done, period.
And you guys, your boys are making some money in there, ain't they?
Well, I got guys that make, I mean, I had my lowest guy, I'm not going to lie to you, probably 50,000. I got 5 or 6 guys that are always coming in, training, learning, all the way up to the big skipper making, right out of mill one as a salesman.
You got a podcast too, don't you?
VIP Sports Podcast, Las Vegas.
Yeah, a lot of listeners. That's like ranked pretty high up.
It's the highest podcast as far as sports consulting is concerned. All organic. I don't pay any marketing. I'm just like you. We're all organic. No additives, no preservatives, strictly natural. Like some natural.
Someone told me that someone like popped in your house and shot you.
Oh yeah, I was a victim of a home invasion about 14 years ago. Me and Money Mayweather. I was hanging out with Floyd Mayweather at the time, my good friend. We were doing business, rolling around. I was out with him.
Trying to be a pimp?
I wasn't trying to be a pimp. I'm a player. No pimping. But we were rolling around, doing our thing, and I went home early. Came home to people that was inside my house. Opened up the door, got blasted 4 or 5 times, and got shot New Year's Eve. Woke up sometime in February.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so I'm here for a reason, dude. Got shot 3 times in the chest, and
just straight up home invasion.
Straight up home invasion. Somebody, hanging out with the superstar. People thought I had a bunch of money at the house, or whether it was an inside job or whatever the case was. Yeah, I was a victim.
Now, how much were you making back in those days?
Well, me, Bradley. Senior year in high school, I was making $350,000 a year. So,
Doing what?
Telemarketing.
See?
Phone sales.
See, this dude's seasoned. I'm going to tell you what everybody hears on the phone.
All right, great. Go ahead.
I'm going to start with, dude, you got 5 minutes. What do you got?
5 minutes. All I need is 2 minutes of your time. You don't like what I have to say, we'll simply hang up and part as friends. Fair enough?
Well, let me think about it.
What do you need to think about? We have an opportunity of a lifetime. It's not tomorrow. It's not yesterday. It's today. All I want is 1% of your trust and confidence. I'll earn the other 99%. Is there something that I didn't go over? Is there something that I'm missing? Like, what do you need to think about?
I need to talk to my wife. Actually.
You need to talk to your wife? No offense. Does she wear the pants of the family, or?
Yes.
Oh, she does?
No, but I like to include her.
Do you? Well, hey, and you're supposed to. You're supposed to bring your wife involved in everything, and you guys are supposed to do team decisions. But if you saw a $100 bill blowing in the wind, would you have to call your wife and ask her if you could pick it up?
No.
I didn't think so. Grab a pen and a piece of paper. What credit card do you want to use?
Yeah, well, I need to shop around a little bit.
Shop around? Where are you going? Albertsons, Smith's? What are you doing? Grocery shopping? Or what kind of shopping are you talking about, sir?
On your product.
Do I look like a $2 to you?
Do you ever?
I'm the #1 prostitute. I'm that girl from the Mirage that shows up asking for $5,000, wanting you to wear 2 rubbers and leave the lights on. Big difference. And she wants, versus the little Boulder Highway that wants $100 and your itches for 3 weeks.
Shutting them down.
You don't come off with stuff right off the bat, but like I said, you got to get into reality.
Yeah, so how do you bond with them?
Well, you got to be their friend. Like, for instance, when you give them a call, hello, George?
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad I got to hold you. George is my favorite uncle's name, so it sounds like you and I are going to get along real well. You got to have some type of intro to make the guy like you or identify with the client. It's a gorgeous day out here in Las Vegas. How's it out there? Oh, it's rainy. Well, maybe I can bring a little sunshine to you out there.
I would have said, who's this dumb fuck that you have sitting next to you?
Yeah.
If I was talking about him. Now that's bullying.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Brad Lee, not Leah.
Right.
Bradley or Bradley?
Brad space Lee.
That's right.
That's right.
And if you don't
L-E-A.
know, now you fucking know.
Now you fucking know.
That's exactly
wow.
Yeah.
I just slipped. You missed that.
Some people say, is that Brad Leah? And I say, I don't know. Do you drink fucking Tia?
No, Brad, like so many people on our show, is a self-made entrepreneur. You've been in the marketing and
He's a big baller.
Yeah, big baller.
You'll never hear him say that, but he is.
That's right. But so you've been, for a couple decades now, you've been big into sales and marketing, and then you developed your own, you called it a software system. It's kind of a communications and training platform.
That's right.
Called Lightspeed VT.
You ain't lying.
Not VD, but VT.
Correct.
And
you
and
guys
so,
have a lot of sexual innuendos on
well, we
That's
don't.
'cause-
I'm just in a weird
that's 'cause
mood.
Vaughn's a fucking weird pervert dude.
No, I'm not. I'm church boy, according to one of our listeners.
You are church boy.
So,
Most
yeah.
church boys are perverts.
was a great
Brad is
comeback.
the world's leading expert on virtual training. His company provides technology that not only allows companies to train their employees more effectively, but to repeat the training over and over again, which is the key to get it locked in.
An effective training program, and when I say effective, I mean there's a lot of training going on, but they're not really training. They're just kind of, spinning their wheels, or it's not effective.
They're throwing some shit at the wall and hoping a little bit sticks.
Yeah. Right. Or again, I mean, I always say there's companies that spend $1 million a year training, and they aren't training. They're exposing. You have to have good content. You have to have repetition. You have to have accountability. And that's the key most people are missing. And you have to have practice and role play. Those 4 things have to be, involved.
Tell people where they can find you on Instagram.
You can pretty much find me anywhere at The Real Bradley. It's The Real Bradley.
Because you're real. Today was fun, man. That podcast is going to be good. People are going to like that.
Good.
You guys staying tomorrow night?
Yeah.
All right, we'll go. I'll go with you tomorrow night. I'll take you to a spot.
All right.
You guys go 801 tonight.
We'll see you at noon.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have you come earlier, but I got 8 o'clock.
Matches the watch like a mug, dog. Matches the watch like a mug.
$77.49. You got any Bitcoin? You want to make free fucking money?
Here's the problem. Nobody fucking understands what Bitcoin is. Yeah, they don't.
Nobody knew what the internet was in '95.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I'm just saying, until they figure out how to fucking, and they're not even trying to communicate to the average person how to fucking use it, how it's relevant.
Guys like me, you have enough loot to say, here's 50 grand, fuck it. You lose it. But watch what your 50 grand turns into. It'll turn into a fucking $1 million or $2. And all you gotta do is sit there. Mark my motherfucking orders.
Give me 50 grand and put it in this Bitcoin that doesn't exist. I don't understand how it works. Bullshit. They gotta understand it.
Yeah.
If it's a,
you guys shut the fuck up, man. I don't want to talk about it. You guys are so wrong. It's not even funny.
They want to shoot the interactivity after, which
You can't do that.
flow is a little problematic.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, you want to do it naturally as he asks the question, like this. Like, watch, I'll be Andy. So before we get started into this fucking course right here, let me ask you a question. Are you fucking wanting to go big or little? And you just wait 12 seconds. Here's also possible interactivity, and this is kind of an assessment. Vaughn, watch this. Like, let me ask you a question. Would you rather have fucking this or a repeat customer? Someone says this because they think it's fucking that's the right answer. No, dumb fuck. This is gonna get you twisted. This will get you fucking paid. You know what I mean?
Jerry, nice to meet you.
Guess where Jerry's from?
His mother?
Other than his mother, Alaska.
Alaska. What
Yes,
you doing
sir.
down here?
I'm doing 10x down here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
As soon as one person buys, you move to corporal. You get 2% override on that deal for life. As soon as 3 people buy, you move to sergeant. You get 3%. 6 people buy, you move to master sergeant, 4%. 10, sergeant major, 5% override recurring for life. I'm adding another line of these to go all the way up to general to get
I love
10,
it.
to get 10%
For life.
for the life of the account.
So I would already be a sergeant
You'd be a sergeant
already. If this was been in
Yeah,
place.
but clients, they come in at a higher rank. That's just for outsiders. Now this is Randy Sutton. Randy Sutton, one of the most decorated police officers ever.
What I'm working on right now is I'm creating a foundation. It's called the Wounded Blue Foundation for Injured and Disabled Police Officers.
Awesome.
And it's basically the Wounded Warrior Project for cops.
I love it.
Because it is unbelievable how a police officer can get shot up or injured in the line of duty and be tossed away by their cities to live in poverty.
Yeah, unbelievable, man. I'll tell you, that's a fact. Just to give you a little background, I started a company here in Las Vegas 18 years ago, and it turned into quite an amazing little journey. But ultimately, we've created like the most advanced learning technology that's out there. And it allows people like yourself to virtualize what you do in real life, and then people can either buy it or get it or use it and interactively learn you know, what you teach, principles, things like that. So one of these days, I'd like to invite you just stop by the office. I'll give you a tour, show you the facilities, and give you a quick demo, because it's easier to show you than tell you.
Sure, yeah.
What's ironic is I always wanted to be a cop. I still would be if someone would deputize me. I mean, when I grew up, I first went to the Marines because anyone that came out of the Marines would be instantly accepted in the police academy. Always wanted to be a cop. Then I got a DUI, and back then, if a DUI ruined you weren't allowed. So I ended up not being a cop. But dude, to me, because I always wanted to be one, you know, I can relate, and it's something I can get behind. You know, maybe generate some revenue. And there's a lot of ways to generate revenue and get publicity wrapped around education.
So let's look at a date when we're both available.
Fair enough. This week, there's a thing called 10X Growth Con. Are you familiar with it?
No.
Well, there's 10,000 rabid entrepreneurs looking to scale and grow their business, and I'm one of the keynote speakers. So I go over there tomorrow and spend about 3 days there. Then I got to go to San Diego to follow it up with traffic and conversion. How about Saturday?
Let's see. So that's Saturday the
3rd.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. What's a good time for you?
I'm free all day. You want to do 11, and then we'll go get some lunch?
Fair enough. Wow. What it is. Hey, let me just say real quick, there is nobody on earth that can put a shit like this together than Grant Cardone. Who listens to Dropping Bombs by round of applause? For the rest of you that don't know who I am, my name is Bradley. See, a lot of you people are gonna come here and check off some box that says, went to the Growth Con. Yeah, I'm better. No, you're not. You're not better just because you came here. You're broker. But if you don't take what you learn here and go back to whatever lives you've got going and apply it, you got dick. We went to an orphanage or, you know, an adoption center. I was 2. I don't remember this shit. I'm just telling you what I heard. So it could be bullshit, by the way. For the record. However, apparently the story goes, she gave us up for adoption and we were at some orphanage and they were gonna kick us out or, you know, whatever. Now, thankfully my grandmother, who's Spanish, by the way, and by the way, they're strong into family. ¿Dónde está mi gente, huh? Every day you wake up, let me give you a little tip. First, brush your teeth. People are judging you. They look at you and they think, God damn. And not only that, dude, when you got a bunch of teeth missing, go to the freaking dentist and get it done. By applause, who gets up at 9 a.m.? Stupid. Okay, get your ass up at 5 a.m. Try that. Here's the formula for success, because I'm running out of time. Ready? Write this shit down. Do more and get better. Do more and get better. If you're talking to 100 people and you're making $10,000 a month, talk to 200. And then pretty soon you're gonna go, well, dude, I can't do anymore. I'm working 24/7. Then get better. Rocket science, isn't it? And here's how you scale. When I grew my company, here's what I did. I was starving. I was eating top ramen. Okay? My car was parked 4 blocks away. I finally got $10,000 a month in recurring revenue. I finally had enough money to pay my car payment, pay child support, which I had. And I didn't pay it. You know why I didn't pay it? I got $10,000. Guess what I did? I took $5,000 and I gave it to my buddy and I said, come on, dude, there's 2 of us now. We got to get back to 10. As soon as we got back to 10, I took 5 of it and I hired another buddy and I said, bro, there's 3 of us. Let's get back to 10.
I got the moves. I got the moves. I make the moves. You gotta move. You gotta move. Me and balling out, I have to pass it. I ain't passing out till I'm asked for time. That was good.
Real Bradley. All right, dog. Hey, man, what's up? Bradley. What's up, dog? What's up, man? My sister's right here. Give her a big hand. Bradley. Is this all the gear?
Yeah.
Where is Damon? He'll come back here pretty soon, I'm sure. And then I'll have this like probably given to his room.
How important is it for people to be able to access data when they need it in very short clips?
Well, first of all, it's how important. Where's Brad at? Where's Brad?
Lee.
Brad up here.
Brad Lee. I'm just going to talk about Damon On Demand. I mean, I want you to buy his book, but Damon On Demand is even better, trust me. Well, it is because a book, and he knows it because he's written books. Yeah, the book don't talk back, the book don't ask you questions, the book don't adjust to who you are, where you're at in your career. A book starts and finishes. Video content can be added to.
Yeah, and not only that, I introduce you to my cabinet of experts that I go to today and still grow and trust, because whether it's in taxes or whether it's merger acquisitions, whether it's finding investments or branding and things like that, those are the same exact people that I have in there giving all this information that I didn't know literally 15 years ago. It took me 15 years of success to even get to that level of meeting these individuals.
It shows you how to save money on taxes. It shows you how to read contracts. It shows you how to make a business plan. It shows you how to pitch guys with money or girls with money. It shows you how to get investors. It shows you so much stuff. You can't be in business without needing half of it.
Want to tell them to do. I just need to know what to tell them to do.
Yeah.
And,
Well, that's the strategy.
Yeah, and that's a good user experience on top of that too. There's no surprises. No one has to guess anything. I'm telling you exactly what you need to do to make this successful.
We going to lunch?
Yes.
I'm bringing a chaperone.
Yay! Awesome.
You like sushi? Never had it.
I've never had it.
Man, I knew you was gonna be
How did you know that?
Are you serious? Hey, Frenchie, you going to the game? Huh? You want to go to another game?
Hell yeah, that was awesome.
Come on, I think we're going tomorrow. Yeah, the suite might sell. If it does, we can't, but if it doesn't, we are.
Do you still cold call?
No.
You do not cold call?
No.
So people right now are mainly reaching out to you. Hey, I need a training platform. I need
Well,
this.
to me personally, to my company.
Your company.
Well, the company still cold calls people. I don't, but people there do.
Okay, okay.
There's, a billion people. Purple Potato never heard of us. We don't have Tide dry cleaners on our system.
They need training.
But we need them.
Okay.
We don't have Chipotle, but we need them. We don't have Jamba Juice, but we need them.
Okay.
We don't have Five Guys, almost got them, but we don't have them yet. We don't have Orange Theory, almost got them, but we don't have them yet. Applebee's, there's 4,000 of those in the country. And I could swing in there and say, by the way, you need safety training, bloodborne pathogens. Got that shit.
Right.
A rainbow.
Oh, very nice.
Okay, that looks like raw.
Just take a piece.
Brad, what is it?
Spit it out if you don't like it. Stick it in there. Now you just chew it up.
That's awesome.
Should FaceTime it?
What up?
Hey, what's going on?
Look what I got right here.
Hi, how'd it go? We are still working through it, but it went good. I was forced to eat sushi to get my questions answered. He's like, well, he's
She
like,
loved it.
I had to get my questions answered. So. That's awesome.
When you get rid of money, more money comes. You see.
That is a freaking bomb. That is something that I couldn't wrap my mind around that. Like telling my office manager, I met Bradley and he was a speaker and we're gonna invest $30K initially, and she was like, there's no way. And like my confidence in myself to regain that money, I guess is what made me do it.
Let's go do a bomb.
Okay.
What it is, Bradley back again with the most exciting episode of Dropping Bombs to date. Today in the studio, we've got Apollonia Rockwell. What's up, Apollonia?
Hey, Brad.
Gotta get a little closer to the microphone, don't be afraid.
Right here.
A little bit closer.
Right here.
There you go.
I am facing a few challenges right now with the business.
What challenges are you facing?
So, right now we have 10 team members, 10 employees.
Did you say 10?
10.
Nice.
10. And we're growing quickly, but we're having a hard time, I'm sure like everyone else is, but having a hard time bringing on people with the right culture. So we were out for lunch, and I'd asked you this, but I don't think we got too into it. But so do you sit in every interview, is what I wanted to ask you.
I meet everyone that works here, yes.
Okay.
But let me correct you a moment. Because you said looking for people with the right culture. People don't have culture. People create and contribute to the culture that you've established. What's going on, Dan?
What's the word?
You tell me the word.
I'm on fire, brother. What would you think about doing, partnering with me and doing an event here?
I'd be interested in that.
That's what I'm saying. You know, we sell 500 tickets, it's 250 grand.
Would you like us to put on an event, me and Dan? I could also bring in other people. It's all about, to me, quality.
Well, no question about it.
I don't want to have a podium in the front of a freaking Best Western
dude
ballroom.
You know what I do, right? I'm not going to downgrade. I don't care if there was 100 people there. I still want to blow it out and do it right.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, that's what scares me. How much does doing it right cost?
Yeah. It depends. I mean, it just depends. You know, it's in today's world, it's all about the marketing.
How many you think I would sell if I just pressed it for a month and talked about it every day?
See, I think if we had a two month window, and you were doing what you're doing, and you and I are doing it together, I mean, to me, Brad, selling like 300 or 400 would be like almost a no-brainer. You asked me what the price was. My thought out of the box was $495, but that was just a thought. You know,
and $495 getting 300 people, we'd only have a 120 grand budget.
But the point is, what if that was our first event? And the fee, it only cost us 50 grand to put on.
This is what you call planning moves.
That's right. So when 1 year from today, Brad will look back on this video and say, shit, it's blowing up, and it all happened right here. We made some moves with Dan Lear.
You call it making moves,
Keep it real, because that's what I do, and some people don't like to hear it. You know why they call it Agency Sales Academy? Because agency sales school wouldn't have looked as good. Jay's like, Brad, come out and talk to my people. I said, isn't that a corporate thing? He said, yeah, just don't cuss. I said, yeah. I don't have to cuss. However, I do have to keep it real. So here's my observations of your industry, real quick. By raise of hands, who here thinks it's easy to double your business in 1 year? 1 out of 200. 2 out of 200. How many believe that if you cloned yourself, that it would be easy to double your business? See, look at that. So nobody believes it's easy to double your business, but everybody believes if I could clone myself, everything would be easy. So here's my question, why don't we? Let me tell you the first and easiest way to clone yourself. Do more than you're doing now, right? And you'll get more of you. Here's what it boils down to. It's all about choices, right? I mean, first of all, you guys are in an industry that has recurring revenue. Recurring revenue? You mean I make a sale and they just keep paying me? What's up with that? Can I get a round of applause for recurring revenue? Quit acting like it's so hard, because A, it's the law. I mean, damn, I wish the law said you have to use light speed. Okay, shit. And by the way, I mean, I stopped it without the T. Here's one tip from the old B-Meister. You ready? Write this down, get your pens out. This one is a big one. This one will be worth your price of admission, I guarantee it. You ready? Get up 3 hours earlier than you do right now, and you'll end up with 45 more days in your year. Get up 3 hours earlier, and you'll have 45 more days than all your competition. Even though your competition's probably sitting here, but I don't think so, because you're probably territorial, aren't you? No? Well then, whatever. Training someone ineffectively, what's that called? Wasting your time. Every single one of you could do double your business by the end of the year. You know how? Do more than you're doing now. It's a choice. Everything boils down to choices. You wake up in the morning, do I have a donut or do I go to the gym? I have a donut. Because guess what? I'm married. Who cares? But at the end of the day, it's a choice. It boils down to choices, and what people do is they make the wrong choices repeatedly, and then when another choice comes up, their choice maker's broke, and they make dumb choices. Quit acting like it's some big magical secret. It's a choice. Make the right choices, and you'll win. You know the difference between Allstate and State Farm and American Family and the rest of them? What's the difference? It's you. You're the difference. How do you expect someone to be awesome if you don't show them what awesome looks like? Yes or no? Are you showing people what awesome looks like? No. Now see, some of you are looking at me like, you know, A, B, C, D, E, U. If you want more business, do more business. This is a cloning machine. You don't have good content? I know they do. A cloning machine exists, folks. The question is, does your desire to grow? Look at yourself in the mirror. Don't look left, don't look right, don't shake nobody's hand. Ask yourself, do I want to grow? If the answer is yes, clone yourself and do it. I'm out of time. What I talked to Burnt about was we give them a master license, no upfront money, we show them how to use it, and then they go sign all their celebrities on they're calling it a white label version. That deal is going to bring us a lot of freaking business. And when they start seeing these, he said, we're literally going to change the whole thing, because they get the interactivity and the higher conversions, and they're going to do all that right, He says, well, will it test people? And I'm like, oh yeah, it tests people. He's like, man, I got to come hang out with the day, but we're in. Burnt, send us the agreement, we're in. Dude, shit's getting big, dude. Big, I'm telling you.
It's nice to meet you.
Likewise.
And excited to connect about this because Naveen was like, yeah, talk to Brad. And I was like, all right, I'm excited. It sounds like you built a really cool LMS, I think, and it can help us with our courses, if I had to sort of bottom line it.
I mean, at the end of the day, this is just a next level learning system or learning management system, if you will. It allows you to deploy fully interactive content that engages users, makes them learn better, and more importantly, gives you the ability to emulate what you would do in real life.
I'm most interested in trying to figure out how to best create a curriculum based on what the users want and the questions they have.
If you taught me a course and you sent me your course, I could rewrite your course to make it for third graders for you, so you don't have to even deal with it.
Basically, what you would create is we would say, here's the journey, here's the transformation, here's where they are, here's where they want them to be, and you would write the script of all the different potential outcomes, hand it to me or to Naveen or whoever, and then we would have to film it, and then you would put it into this and make it work, essentially.
You just create regular videos. This will make them interactive.
So like, is this like you upload something, at the end of it you put a tag, ask a question, and then it goes to different stuff? Like it's basically a conversation tree.
I believe that when people are online with videos, if you want to leapfrog them or be ahead of everybody, the world's gonna go to interactivity.
Theoretically, I could like guide someone in a video sequence through an application process.
Yes, you could, and not only that, but imagine giving me access to something prior to my arrival. I'll show up way better prepared, way up to speed, so you can make them more impactful the second I show up. Once you have a VT system, you have it for every reason. So let's say 2 years from now, you start a whole new brand and a whole new thing with a whole new partnership. You go into this system, press a button, and it stops looking like university or continues, but then this one, you just spun up another one. It's hard for people to get it unless they're getting it. You're getting it.
So, I mean, I think it's a yes, and let's do, I mean, I wanted to get started right away on a parallel path for both companies, actually. Amazing. Well, I look forward to getting your email. Let's do some cool shit.
I'm waiting for people to do it right. Because when people can do it right, and all that shit, Jason, is working, dude, the whole world is gonna come at our door. When you can freaking interact with the individual and you can adapt the curriculum to the student, it's all in the writing. But they got the writers, they got the chatbot conversation people, they've got all these people. One of these days, so will we, to a higher degree. But that's a service. But here's the platform. That platform gives you the ability to do it. Imagine the ability of having Damon John on your team to train all your team members on the latest techniques, soft skills, and philosophies that are proven to accelerate growth, increase productivity, reduce turnover, and spark an enterprising spirit amongst your entire organization. From the executives to the C-suite. Introducing Damon On Demand Corporate Learning Services. This interactive learning technology allows us to deliver, track, and measure the learning and leadership needed to effectively get results. DJ says, this is why I developed the system. I mean, it allows me to get the right content to the right people at the right time and provide enough repetition and accountability to make it stick. When it's not Damon, it's DoD on services. Can either provide, create, or aggregate the most relevant and current content to make the impact your organization has been looking for. And then maybe Damon does the call to action. So you only see Damon twice, as an example.
Could we do a version though where it is in Damon first person and just get him on camera? I'd rather just have, for him to read through that, it would take 10, 15 minutes and have it in the can.
Our technology allows this content to be delivered a couple of different ways based on who you are, what's your preference, what's your learning style. So we can get deeper into the cut, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's great.
Plus, you don't have all these experts that we've got. Plus, you're not out there in hundreds of companies that Damon is. Damon's seeing what's working in Bangladesh. He's seeing what's working here. All these millennials coming up, Damon's got that insight that your team probably doesn't have. You close them all, dude, if you start saying shit like this. They'll be like, well, what do you got? When can we get you out here? Well, that'll be $100,000. We'll come in for a 2-week, engagement, and we'll talk to each department, and then we'll come back to you with a proposal that basically says, it's $500,000.
Screen behind me? Money's about to drop a freestyle. Yeah.
Can we see how we look? Did you ever break out that pole?
Not yet. It's almost time.
So that pole is from a championship bass fisherman. Mm-hmm. I just called him and said, dude, what is it you would wish you had if you were bass fishing? And he said, this, and a whole bunch of tackle. And
appreciate it.
so that
Just got-
suitcase of a tackle box, I just sent someone to get that to put it
I
in.
got it sent up to the house. That was one of the best presents I ever got. I appreciate it. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Hey,
So this webinar has about 7,000 supposedly registered. Now,
on my platform or yours?
probably yours. We did a little Facebook advertisement. We did a little post on mine. I only had like 400 or 500 on my posts. Then I think the rest is you. But you should try charging next time.
Well, to Ted and these guys, I just work here, man.
Ted, next time you do one of these, I mean, maybe 7,000 won't go, but why not charge $49? This one here, I want to talk literally more about giving them value on really how do we take an idea to a business. And even if you only wanted to learn what you just learned, until you do it 100 times, it's not going to stick. Repetition's the key to learning, period.
I retired when I was 30. When I was 35, I retired for 3 months.
Got tired?
Well, after your wife says to you, hey, asshole, get up the couch and empty the garbage again, I mean, sooner or later, you got to go back to work. You know what I mean?
All right, all right, cool. The skill shop is basically a marketplace for anyone's content. Cardone's, Tony Robbins, Damon John, anybody's. So when you're going through the skill shop, you'll see Damon John's Entrepreneur Academy. You can click it, buy it, and it turns on in your system. If you're a business, it'll turn on in your system, but it's priced for your business, not your individuals. So individuals can buy or businesses can buy. I wanted to say hello in every language, but I don't know every language. I know Sawadee Kap, I know Konbanwa, I know Konnichiwa, and if you're from Texas, how the hell are you? I started Lightspeed VT 18 years ago because I quit an MLM company. Now MLM, whether you know it or not, stands for making lots of money. So I developed this interactive learning technology, and for 18 years I've been able to work with the top leaders. We've just created an interactive onboarding for the InnerQuest platform that allows any person that you bring into the business, including yourself, to interactively engage, find out why they joined, automatically alter the material based on their personality, their learning style, and the reason they've joined. The reason they flew me all this way is to basically talk to you about how do you go from zero to hero. The first one is you need to decide, commit, and go all in. Factor number 2 is you need to train your rear end off. Factor number 3, what everybody else would do, and by the way, I've worked with all these experts, all these leaders in the industry for all these years, and I've asked every single one of them, and every single one of them has given me the same answers. There's no difference between any of them other than their stories. If you want to go where you want to be from where you are, the answer is doing the work. Do you know why they call it work? Anybody? Because it works. And a lot of people won't put in the work. They'll get in, they'll mention it, someone will tell them they're stupid, and then they'll walk off like this. Factor number 4, you need to do more and get better. Leaders that are in the room. So the thing you need to do next is tell everyone you know what you've decided. Your aunt, your uncle, everyone. I appreciate every single one of you, and man, you guys are an incredible opportunity. Thank you. Everybody asks me, what is the key to success? And I tell them, there is no key. It's a combination. And only you as individuals have that combination. And that's what's unique about InnerQuest learning technology. That's why we need to learn. That's why we need to train. And that's my time. Folks, thanks for having me. Love you. See you guys later.
Something that why we all three have a lot in common. And if somebody wants to be ultra successful, I know it's 2023 at the time of this podcast. If you want to be ultra successful, be fucking real, right? Like that's one thing that I love about us, Brad. You don't give a shit what anybody thinks about you. Even when you're around people that you love, you don't kiss anybody's ass. You tell the truth, and you're going to be you, and you never change. Yeah.